Remove all charge-offs. Remove all collections from your credit reports. Remove all negative, nasty, erroneous items from your credit reports. Yes, that's right. We're doing it again. We're live. Talking about 760 credit score. Okay? We're going to talk about some secrets about it, how to get there, and why that number is so significant on this live stream. I'm also going to put my emails here. Put my email because I get to go on and get to chat and get to answering questions, and I look at the live chat, and sometimes I might miss a question or two. Okay? So please feel free to put your questions in here. You can also subscribe, right? Hit the subscribe tribe button and jump on the subscribe tribe. I'm going to type this in here. Subscribetribe.com for the dates and times when I go live. I just sent out an email. Okay. So hopefully you had a great holiday, great Thanksgiving, nice Black Friday as well. Yesterday, perhaps you did some shopping. Okay. Right now, thank you for being on this live. Okay. To get to the other side. Yes, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here after a holiday weekend. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. So we're talking about 760. Why is this so impactful? Okay. What's so important about this? Hey, people are coming in. Hello. Good to see everybody. All right. So at the 760 is a little bit like a little bit of a secret here. Love to tell you. The secret, right, of it is that at about 760, you can pretty much get approved for just about everything. That's that secret sweet spot number. Okay. The travel cards, the cashback cards, the airline cards, the business credit, the business funding that you might be looking for, the high, the great terms, the low interest rates, right? Getting better favorable rates could save you tens of thousands of dollars on mortgages. So the 760, so above 720, right? And then 760 and above, right? Now there are some, hey, the 800, you might get it's a little bit better, right? A little bit better rate on the mortgage, a little bit more automatic approvals at the rate that you're looking for, right? A little bit quicker at the 800. But 760 would be that turning point. So if you're getting to the other side, if you're building, okay, and you're looking, you're like, hey, how do I do this? You can dispute all these charge-offs, these collections, get them off of there, right? But we've got some other ways of building as well, right? So 35% is your payment history. So you want to get all those charge-offs, collections, those nasty, erroneous things off of there. Really the highest FICO earners, highest FICO achievers don't have any late payments, right? So maybe you've got good positive history. You want to get these late payments off of there. You dispute these late payments. You can use goodwill letters. We got late payment dispute letters. You can dispute. You can dispute with the bureaus and the collectors as well. Hey, Ricardo DeCampo, he said, good morning, Brandon. Excellent. Please respond. Yes, Ricardo, I got your email this morning and already sent the email to you. So please check, Ricardo. All right, you hear me? You hear me? I already got up early, did the emails. I'm telling you right now, you can email me. Please email me. Yeah, Ricardo, thank you. He says, thank you. Ricardo DeCampo actually emailed twice. I sent you an email back to your email address there. So I'm putting my emails right now. Email me because I get to going, I get to talking, I get to answering questions, and I might miss a question or two in the live chat. They move. That's right, Andrew Garcia. So what's your email? I'll put my email right there. Excellent. All right. So you're getting this good positive history because you're getting the late payments off of there, right? It's building up. You can add good positive history. We've talked about self.inc here. We've talked about New Coast Direct here. We've talked about my Jewelers Club card. Now, what I'll do is I'll put the links in there for you again. Now, if you're new here, you might be thinking, okay, what is my Jewelers Club card? It's a store card, usually for individuals who are building, who might have less than stellar credit, less than perfect credit, and you're looking for a good, positive store card, primary trade line. This is going to be a trade line in your name, and you'll be able to get typically $5K in a trade line for New Coast Direct and my Jewelers Club card. That's big. That's a lot of available credit. Can help with utilization too, okay? Randolph Bird. I want everyone. I want the email too. Okay, sure. The email's here. And this is why you want to be on the live here with me. That's why you want to hit the subscribe tribe button and that bell for notifications and jump on the subscribetribe.com. I just sent out an email from the subscribe tribe newsletter and letting people know I'm live. You can get the email. You can talk to me. We're answering questions on live. So this is where you want to be. So please hit that subscribe tribe button. Hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. So you're getting these collections off. You're getting the good positive history on there. 30%. And this is why I talked about the trade lines. 30% is your amount of debt. Okay, so the highest FICO achievers, 30%, they keep that utilization under 7%. Okay, 30% is the first target. Get it under 30%, get it under 10%, get it under 7%. Well, being able to potentially add 5K in trade line from My Jewelers Club card, 5K trade line from New Coast Direct, that's going to be able to help you with that credit utilization, that amount of debt. Yeah, so now that's a big chunk, right? You're like 65%, no late payments, all on time, all good payment history. Boom, you're looking really good. Now, length of credit can be a little bit more challenging. I was up in the 800s and I still didn't have like really long credit history. So it is possible to get up in that 760s to get all that funding that you're looking to get out, the travel cards and the business credit and the mortgage, the good mortgage and all that stuff without having a long credit history, but you probably need a little bit. All right. I had a little bit. The average age for the highest FICO achievers is 9 years or more, but you don't have to be there. Okay. Mine was not nearly that much for the average age of all the combined trade lines. It was less than that, and I was still up in the 800s. And before I started getting the travel miles cards, and the oldest account for the highest FICO achievers, usually 25 years plus. I don't have credit that long. I'm still in the 800s. And my credit, I don't have the oldest account 25 years. Okay, so it's possible. It's 15% length of credit history, and of course, it's an aggregate. It's aggregated, so it doesn't mean you have to hit this perfectly. But the older your credit history, the better, and that can be very helpful for you. Okay, 10% is the amount of new credit. So yes, adding a new credit card, new trade line, new store card like My Jewelers Club card or New Coast Direct could potentially bring your score down momentarily. I saw it when I was up in the 800s, started getting travel cards, cashback cards. Credit score came down a little bit, but I have good credit. Want to put it to work for me, right? Want to put it to work for you. The value I got out of the travel, the cashback, the business credit that I got, okay? You can use your credit and build and go further. And then as it came down a little bit and up into from the 800s down into the high 700s, I was able to boost it back up after utilizing it and doing the things that I talk about here, staying on time all the time, low credit utilization, getting the credit history, boom, 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 back up in the 800s, okay? 10% is your credit mix. And finally, the credit mix is something that you were probably thinking, hey, unsecured credit cards and maybe some loans, right? Well, credit mix gets even more specific than that. So if you're trying to get up in the 760s and the 800s, the credit mix is your credit cards and your open revolving. So your revolving cards and your open-ended cards. So your Amexes, your charge cards. Okay, that's part of the mix too. So maybe you have a revolving credit card, revolving store card, and then you've got a card that you've got to, pay at the end of every month. More of a charge card situation with the Amex. Okay. The highest FICO achievers tend to have 12 revolving accounts. You don't have to go out and get them today, but 12 revolving accounts and usually 5 installment loans. Now, the 5 installment loans don't have to be open and active. They could be already paid off, closed, done, but as long as they're good, positive history. So like a self-lender, a couple of cars that you maybe have paid off over the course of your lifetime, a mortgage that's on there, right? I've had individuals said, I had a couple of houses, a couple of cars, so it is possible to have 5. And then the bank issued cards of those 12 revolving credit cards, 5 of them can be store cards and 7 of them need to be big banks. Okay, so 7 of them need to be big banks. 5 can be store cards. So the My Jewelers Club card, the New Coast Direct, the Hutton Chase, the Ox Publishings out there, you can do. Okay, this is what you can do. You can break it down, get this negative stuff off, get up into the 760s, the 800s, get qualified for whatever you're looking for whatever you want. Okay, 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. All right. Please feel free to email me and reach out, and I'm going to take a look at your questions right now. Again, I'm putting my email in the chat. And Cornita, my partner, is on the chat right now. Thanks for being here, Cornita. That's right, Matthew. We are in the office right now. That's right. Make sure here. right. Questions. You are a true blessing. Thank you, Devin the Great. Appreciate it. Cool. Alex, her eviction was removed. All right. How she moved that? Her eviction was removed, but you're saying so the eviction was gone, public record eviction, whatever it is, eviction gone, but they're trying to put a collection for damages. Is that what you're saying, Alex? So good. Congratulations on getting your partner's eviction gone. Again, if there's a collection, you can dispute that collection with the collectors. Dispute these collections. All right, dispute with the bureaus. I'm telling you, right now is a good time. The holidays are a good time. I'm very excited. I talk about this when the holidays come up. Holiday time, they got a lot of, hey, I'm telling you, Black Friday, people were applying for new store cards, new credit cards to get that Christmas stuff going, the holiday stuff going, their Hanukkah stuff, whatever it is, whatever you celebrate, going, and Kwanzaa stuff going, whatever it is, right? Those trade lines are posting into the bureaus, right? And so there's a lot of stuff posting in the bureaus. A lot of disputes can go out during this time, and they may not be able to respond at all. They may not even be able to respond in that 30-day window. And remember, it's 30 calendar days from when they get the letters, okay? And no, it hasn't changed. A lot of people out there worried, hey, has it changed? Has it changed? Has it pandemic? No. Okay? Still 30 calendar days from when they get the letters to postmark your response, okay? Roger says, hey, Brandon, I want to remove 2 bankruptcies on Equifax, TransUnion, 1 on Experian. Okay, Roger. Is one of these bankruptcies dismissed? I'm guessing maybe one was dismissed and then this other was discharged. Okay, but you can dispute with LexisNexis if you happen to have a dismissed bankruptcy on them. We've got special dismissed bankruptcy letters that are very specific to that. It talks about how it's a dismissed bankruptcy. It's not considered to exist in the eyes of the law anymore. So how could it possibly be on your credit reports? And for your discharge of bankruptcies, you can dispute this out of LexisNexis and dispute with the bureaus, and you get these old addresses that could potentially be associated, maybe an old address that's associated with that bankruptcy off of there. Okay, I've got it all for you. The tips, tricks, secrets here. Hit the subscribe button and 609creditrepair.com, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. In fact, I'm going to put our websites in here. Right. Melinda Agaton, Brandon is the truth and love. I was in the 400s when I started with this program. Now I'm in 670s. That's excellent, Melinda. Excellent. From 400s, we know the 400s really can't do a lot. You know, it's unfortunate. It sucks that you were there, right? But you're in the 670s now, encroaching on the 700s, right? 670s is great. Good credit, you can get approved at that stuff. You can get approved for car notes. You can get approved for mortgages. You can get approved for things. And if you're looking at something like credit unions, right, that are going to be a little bit more advantageous, a little bit healthier for you, a 670 could get you a good deal, right? I've gotten emails from people talking about, hey, car note, 15% on the loan. That's too much, right? So a 670, you get favorable rates. And make sure if you're getting a car, right, don't go to the dealership. Don't do the financing of the dealership. That's my recommendation. Of course, you can do what you look to do, okay? But, I wouldn't recommend that because they're trying to mark it up. They're trying to run your credit down and make you, get 15, 20 hard inquiries or run your credit down so you can barely qualify so they can mark up the loan. And for homes, oftentimes you want to do your own independent research too as well. Be cautious about, shopping around. Go right to look at the rates for your credit union and see what's what. Because 670, you are in the mix. I mean, you are right there. I would say, man, you're so close. If you're looking to get something, maybe want to creep up into those 700s. That's excellent. Okay, let's see here. I got. It's tough because new questions will pop up and then I'll move the chat. So I try to get them in the order that they were asked. But again, my email is in the chat. So please feel free to email me. Andrew Garcia says, good morning. I messed up last night. I didn't mean to process a dispute online. I disputed a collection account online. What can I do? Okay. So you got a couple of options. One, if you dispute it online and you want to withdraw that dispute, drop all disputes, you could do that. Okay. You could reach out to the whichever bureau it was. I don't know if they allow it online, honestly, because the online is very limited. They do it on purpose. But if you had to and you had to call and you had to give them a call and say, hey, drop all disputes, you could drop it. And then you could send your certified letters in the mail. Okay. Now, you could wait 30 days, see what comes back in the mail, or they might try to get you to do it online, which we have a letter for that, actually. I was looking at that. Like you, Andrew, maybe you have requested to receive correspondence online. Okay. I signed up for online to receive notifications from dispute results online. I no longer want this service. I'm demanding that you send all dispute results and updated credit reports to the address listed below. So that's a possibility. Okay. And again, if they send you something in the mail or something online, you can see that. And then you can send your next round of letters in the mail. Okay. And they're supposed to respond to you in the mail. All right. But good. Come in here, checking a look, knowing that you're not supposed to dispute online anymore. Okay. Great. Yes, I got that one. Got that one. Email. Okay, my email's on there. Okay. How do I delete hard inquiries? How do I delete hard inquiries? All right, I got my hard inquiries letters right here. I'm about to talk about that right now. See if anybody else has any questions about hard inquiries. My hard inquiry letter right here. That's right. It's 2 pages. 2 pages. 2 pages hard inquiry letters. Okay, stapled. Right. Be a little harder for them to just scan it. Right. But it's important. The law is the law. Right. Section 604. I'm talking about hard inquiries. So typically, non-account holding inquiries over about 90 days. Usually purge all this documentation after about 90 days. Right. But for 90 days, non-account holding inquiries. Got this letter. No proof I initiated such inquiries, no written authorization, and failed to provide any permissible purpose. Permissible purpose. Okay. We have letters. We've got follow-up letters for this. But this is the main meat and potatoes, right? We've got letters that you can send directly to the creditors that put that on there. They try to put nonsensical stuff on there, especially if you went to the dealership. A lot of people go to the dealership and they get all this negative, nasty, erroneous items, hard inquiries put on there, and they can send this type of stuff. Okay. 604, permissible purpose. Okay. Any consumer reporting agency must show that this was initiated by the consumer. Okay. And it goes on and on, talks about many things, but if they cannot provide such information, they have to promptly delete this from your credit reports, right? And it talks about the Fair Credit Reporting Act, of course, and how they only have 30 days to comply and all this good stuff. You put all your information on here. You can get this in the Beyond Committed package, 609creditrepair.com. And again, we can do this work for the awesomelifegroup.com, okay? All right. Aaron Jones, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Yes, Aaron. Yes, please email me what you're talking about. Exactly. Sounds good. Getting this negative, nasty, erroneous, broken lease off of there. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll need to know more context. I'll need to see it. I'll need to see more. Aaron. Joe Junks. Thank you very much. You can dispute. So Joe Junks says dispute some late payments. Okay. Got the late payments off, but you want to maintain the good positive history. Okay. You can send a letter to them to report the good positive history as well. That's a possibility. Appreciate it, Joe Junks. All right. Now, everybody's got my email, so feel free to email me if you got more questions. Joe is also saying he started in the 400s and now is between 680 and 715 in my highest score. Okay, 715. I believe I owe it to Brandon and his team. They're the real deal and the best in the business. Extremely knowledgeable. Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate it. Okay. Sorry. There we go. How to delete multiple addresses and phone numbers. Yes. So all right. Wow, medical collections removed. 35-point bonus to my score. Dark Rain Studio. Good work. Excellent. Joe Junks. I'll email. All right. Sounds good. Is it possible that student loans get deleted, removed from credit reports? It has happened for individuals here. All right. I've seen it happen for clients and customers. We've had an individual who's come on here before. Blackbeard Dave talks about how he was able to get his student loans removed. It is possible. Yes, you can dispute negative, nasty, erroneous, unverified student loans with, that's right, 609. Letters 609creditrepair.com. You can dispute with the bureaus. All right. So getting multiple names and addresses off was asked. There's a specific letter for that. And in fact, that's one of the first things that we do at the Awesome Life Group. It's very important to clean up their personal profile. We've seen credit reports with 3-4 different names, 6-7 different addresses. It gets wild, the amount of inaccurate information that they maintain on there. And it can be, and we have seen it, where they'll see addresses from things that are not that person's, and that could be associated with things that are not theirs on the credit report, as far as collections, charge off certain things that are not connected to them. And it comes from other things, different names, juniors and thirds, and people with spellings and names that are similar to that person's. And we've got all this inaccurate, unverified information on there that could potentially be holding up other collections that are not theirs, that are associated with that name that's not theirs. Okay, so it is very important. We have special letters for that, personal profile letters. So yes, we've got them in the Beyond Commitment Package, 609creditrepair.com. And of course, we can do it for you at the Awesome Life Group. Keep doing what you're doing to help in your community. Sherman Brown, thank you. Appreciate it very much. I appreciate you. I'm glad to be of service here. I'm glad to be able to help you. All right. this well, this is a holiday weekend. I hope everybody's holiday was good. Everybody's Thanksgiving, the holiday. I hope it was good. Was it good? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. All right. How can I jump from the low 700s to the mid and high 700s? All right. So a lot of times, credit history, amounts of available credit. So perhaps you're coming in a little bit later, but slowly but surely getting up those primary trade lines. Okay. So the highest FICO achievers have pretty much a lot of available credit that they don't use very much of. They keep it under 7%, and they usually pay it off at the end of the month, keeping that utilization down, having usually about 12 revolving cards. You don't have to go out and get 12 overnight, right? But that's usually what happens. A lot of available credit, a lot of history, a lot of revolving credit that isn't utilized a lot, and typically using 3 revolving credit cards. I put one for my subscriptions, maybe a Netflix, maybe a Spotify, something like that, right? I can see my subscriptions on there when I'm using out and about, just normally food, gas, what have you, and using another card, much like that, food, gas, what have you, here and there, incidentals and whatnot, right? So then at the end of the month, pay all 3 using 3 revolving accounts. I noticed when I only used 2, my credit score came down, so I had to use 3. That's the thing. A lot of available credit, a lot of history, no late payments, all on time, that kind of stuff. Okay. All right, Cheryl, how's your history, credit history? So you're talking about good credit utilization, and 2 cards, right? So maybe you want to get that 3rd card rocking and rolling, Cheryl, right? So I noticed when I used 2, my credit score wasn't as high as when I used 3. So if you have 2% credit utilization with 3 and using over 3, I think that's going to help you, okay? And also, what's your credit history looking like? Need your team to do this, JB. All right. Dubs. The Awesome Life. Put it in here. Group.com. Okay. I want to appreciate you all for being here. This is great. We're going to do a few more questions, but of course, I'm going to put my email address in here again. Cheryl's like, I got it. Thanks. All right. That's right. A lot of people don't think about the 3 revolving. So Cheryl's using 2 revolving accounts, 2% utilization. Telling you it's a strange thing. That's how FICO does it. But 3 revolving accounts with the low utilization, I saw a difference. I was like, oh, I'm using 3 accounts. What am I doing? I don't need to. Let me just use 2. And saw my credit score down. So I went back to using 3. I don't know. That's their thing. They do weird things. They play games. Okay. They play, huh? They want to play, man. We could play rough, man. We could play. All right. Let's see. Any other questions? My birthday. Hey, Brandon, my birthday is wrong on the bureaus, okay? My birthday is wrong on the bureaus. Can I use that to dispute negative, nasty, erroneous items? So you could have items associated with that birthday, different name, different address, different birthday. Yes. So the idea is to clean that profile up, because once they notice, oh, this birthday is actually this birthday, and you're disputing this, and it might have different information on there, right, as a different birthday or a different name or whatever, it's going to be very difficult for them to quote unquote 100% verify, right? This is the type of inaccurate nonsense they have on there. This is ridiculous, okay? All right, SC Jug, do we take care of? Yes, there Cordelia jumped in. Yes, we can dispute those items. All right, sounds good. Sounds very good. Got to SC Jug before I did. Very good. Thanks, Cornelia. Appreciate it. Let's see. Let's see. Mysterio0307. All right, sent first round of letters, a little pushback. You can send your second round of letters, right? These fools be playing games. The next round of letters demands to know how they quote unquote verified if they weren't able to verify 100%. And you can send your collection validation letters directly to the collectors. And you could complain to the CFPB. They didn't give you any information. They didn't give you any proof, right? Correct. 10-year-old bankruptcy that is on your credit reports. Been there 10 years. It's outside the statute's limitation for federal reporting for bankruptcy. You could dispute this unverified, inaccurate, obsolete information on your credit reports. Leona King, appreciate you for bringing that. People can take a look at the reports at annualcreditreport.com for free during these times of COVID-19. Accessing your credit is important. That's why Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion are now offering free weekly online reports through April 2021. All right. So take a look at your report, see what's on there, because people got inaccurate, obsolete, outdated information on there. I'm telling you, 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at the Awesome Life Group. This has been a pleasure to be here, to help, and to be of service. Okay. I appreciate you all very, very much. I want you to enjoy your weekend, enjoy this holiday weekend. Hopefully everything was great for you and your family. During the holidays, it's a great time to get your credit squared away. I put my emails again here, of course. Please hit the subscribe button, hit that subscribe button and that bell for notifications. A like is very helpful too, goes a long way. Thank you so much. And until I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. Take care.